I think I just like, I was like, yo, I think something is coming through. So I just got the voice memo, and I'm like, how do you like maximize content, right? Film myself listening to it because I don't have to do anything but listen. So let's cringe together. I already almost was singing. That was the cringe I'm talking about. It's not cringe. That's not cringe. It's not cringe. Don't say that, Austin. If you don't want it to be true, then don't say it. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take a breath and see if this is like a channel moment, because just thinking through and processing it. Got a tattoo today. Well, not tattoo. I worked on tattoo today. Can't wait to show y'all.
Work to sit honestly and try and integrate and remain like stable and balanced in thinking and approach. Like I am sitting here amazed at how my own nervous system is operating, because I can go from like crazy situations to receiving feedback that would have totally derailed me like years ago. And so somebody I love respond to my advertisement or just story about tarot. I just say like, you're smarter than tarot, Austin. I don't know what's underneath that. It's like the subtle implication of like, hey, you are too smart to be duped by a spiritual tool that is demonic or wrong, or like rely on this thing. Like you should be smarter than this, implying like I know you better than you know yourself. And I don't mean that in an exact way, but I mean like, and this is why I'm starting to channel this more through in real time with the internet. It's like linguistics of it, because and when the intersection of Christianity with it too, because it's like we expect people to do things that we're not willing to do. And here's what I mean by that, right? If I were to say, you are right, I'm smarter than using this tool, thank you so much for this feedback, and I'm going to never touch tarot again. Like that might make that person feel better, but like I'm not. So here's where the thought I was getting on, and I want to explore is like, if I were to do that, like just with tarot, like, let me take that a bit farther. That would mean then like, what's next? Like then I'm supposed to get rid of the aho tattoo on my wrist because it's native. I'm supposed to get rid of the koi fish on my wrist because to me it represents Pisces astrology and my connection to anime and video games and the East and how much that's impacted me. What am I supposed to do with my tattoo on my forearm that represents a tree circling around, following my veins with its roots and having branches emerge up towards my arm on the feminine side of my body, because to me that represents having roots and reception, and like what grows comes out of being receiving. And what am I supposed to do with that? Because that's a pagan ideology. And I just started thinking through, like, if I were to let go of every single thing that does not fit the box of Christian, so that I could pare down to be acceptable within that box, like, people don't know how many things I would be losing inside myself. And here's the difficult thing, like, recording this, like, I have done that for 32 years. I have worn a mask.
Not anymore, bitch.
I have a lot of fucking parts. I suck dick, and I read tarot cards. Okay, I pray to God. I quote scripture. I've read the bhagavad gita.
Part of it. Not all of it.
Done the hard work of listening to the same hypnosis on YouTube 30 days.
Sandy Robson, check her out.
Maybe this thing can help me, right? I'm not coming from a place of walking the path to integrate these things.
Spiritual
like
healing therapy at
imagine
Alexandra.
if that same ask was reversed and somebody were to say, like, be Christian, like, don't do this practice, don't read this tarot card, don't drink your drink. Like, again, this is where, like, it's hard for me. Like, I've been through AA, okay? I've fucking smoked cannabis, I've done drugs, like, not crazy drugs, but, like, crazier than I'm doing them. Like, I've done psychedelics, I've done breathwork, okay? I've done a sweat lodge, I've been to AA, I've been to the, like, demon freedom prayer, I've been through healing prayer, I've been through, like, channeled SRT energy healings. Like, I've had women without asking lay their hand on me to do Reiki. Like,
You should always ask. She said, feel my energy.
what I
It's
mean
like,
is, like,
okay. But
my journey.
I received it in grace
It's
because she
not
wanted to do it
like
with love,
this.
so I just went.
And for me to sit here and look at somebody else and create, like, their home and their room of existing be, like, within Judeo-Christian roots, like, God, how would be going against my own ethics to say, like, you are wrong, like, because, right, the ego side wants to go, well, if you did the work that I've done, and you would come to the same conclusions that I do, and that's just not true, right? That's the ego reaction that wants to say, God, I have to defend myself from what this person is saying, because if I hold both truths, then I could be both right and wrong, right? The possibility of being right, sorry for the burp, the possibility of being both right and being wrong, like, the possibility of being wrong is terrifying. When you have built your entire life on that one subset of beliefs. And for me, that's why, like, integration rather than separation is, like, what I strive for. And I'm never going to sit and say that somebody else or they've arrived is wrong, because I don't fucking know their journey. If I were to go on that journey, I might be just as healthy and, like, happy as I am, as Austin fucking Howell is right now on 21/12 at 5/21/2026, like, and only be, like, reading my new version, never the Message, right?
If you know, you know.
Never the New King James, because God forbid, and definitely never ever opening up to the possibility of the Holy Spirit, because I have to be able to have all the one right truth that even people with my own religion can't arrive on. And that's why when I fucking did the corpus of my YouTube comments and I asked YouTube, like, have I ever said anything rude or torn down somebody else for their work? And the answer, out of 113 times in 13 years of comments, no, I never tore anybody down. Of the 4 flags, one of them was for the word hate, and it was towards Joshua Harris, to say, not I hate you, Josh, go fuck yourself, you're wrong, but to say, this is why I sometimes hate my religion, because of people who think that their ability to hold one thing and one thing only is the most beautiful thing that they can do, when if you look at reality, you are forced every single second to have to take in, right, protons, electrons, and neutrons organized into infinite possibilities, into things that I'm looking at, my cannabis, my crystals, my laptop, my cell phone, my own reflection, the light, right, the plants, the soil that are eating them. Anyways,
That's what I was talking about.
integration is the point. Do not, like, if you're not willing to question somebody else without being questioned equally, and to admit wrongness and the possibility of wrongness in yourself, then don't point at anybody else. Because unless you can do that, then what you have to say is never going to be from a place of truth, right? Because truth is rooted in being able to see all sides and still choose it anyways. And if you can't see all sides and you can't be in the light, then you're in a shadow of truth. And that is not, but you can't know the beauty of the light of the truth without being in the shadow of the truth. And that's the whole thing. Not pointing at things and saying this is bad. Figure out a way to say this is good, and it's not my job to call it any other name than what I decide to call it. And it's
I think the
not
Adam
anybody else's
principle.
job to agree with my name. I'm gonna say my life is fucking good, and I'm gonna look for the ways that it is. And it doesn't matter if my ways match anybody else's ways. And if for me getting a tattoo today, smoking a blunt, hey, going to Starbucks was my good for today, that's my journey, and for nobody else to speak on. I don't even have the audacity to fucking say that. So if you hear this, Doechii, I want you to know that your audacity, the artist Will video, really inspired me, and now I have an audacity on my ankle as of February, because that was the beginning of me saying every step I take is going to be with audacity first, and I'm not waiting for anybody else to make room for me to stand up for me, but me. Last edition, this is coming to me, and if I didn't catch it, I think it would not be complete. Celebrate the audacity to journey itself, not the destination or what people are doing in the midst of it. The audacity is the willingness to get up today and to do it again. Because I don't know if you have been where I've been at times in my life where I did not want to do that. And for any of us to rain on somebody else's parade when we have no idea what's going on inside of their skull, their heart, their soul, their background, their nervous system, fuck y'all, stop doing it.
Fuck y'all, stop doing it.
Oh god, now I have to come in and say a part 3 and say I didn't mean it. I didn't mean fuck y'all. I mean my head. Fuck y'all. And like, I'm standing 10 toes down on business, and I hope you do too. Peace.
Okay, the parts that I guess I didn't upload, so I guess these are gonna be like live to the video itself. Sorry in advance, but not sorry.
We doing part 4, cause High School Musical is so hardcore. I'm gonna repeat myself, yeah, just once more. Bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. Wait, how's that part go? That's what I had before. I clicked fast enough, right? I'm not gonna stop, that's who I am. I'm not gonna stop. Wait, yeah. I'm not gonna stop, cause I'm gonna get my stop. You know what I'm saying? All that, like, wait, how's it go?
Well, I guess.
If you made it to this part, hey, I fucking love you. Sorry for the curse words, but I just fucking love you. Let's end it with some music all together. Don't give a fuck if you like my words, cause we're still here together. Ooh, yeah. Don't stop my success until I get my stop. That's who I am, that's my plan. Okay, hold on.
Let's see if I can find and sync it up.
Okay, hold on. Searching lyrics on that. Yeah, I'm not gonna stop there. Everybody's always talking at me. Everybody's trying to get in my head. Welcome, here you're listening to it. How's it feel? 100? Yeah, count on yourself. Lose yourself to do what you want.
Did you ever
Get on a ride that wanna get lost. The way the ones who could have held close. Did you ever let go? Did you ever not know? I'm not gonna stop that. I've gotta get on that. It's my plan. Will I find what I've lost, you know? I can't bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. I wanna make it right, that is the way to turn my life around. Today is the day. Am I the type of guy that means what I say? You can fucking bet on it, bet on it, bet on it, bet on it. You know what I'm talking about.
Okay, but I forgot that that's not the part of the song I wanted. So unfortunately, stop saying unfortunately one more time.
Hold on. Yes, I just stopped it, but this is the part.
At least I'm
This is
consistent.
the part. Go back. Sorry. Don't fucking apologize, Austin.
Oh, just did it again.
You're apologizing.
Recursive. At least you know I'm
Think about
honest.
what you're saying. Oh, I can click like this.
ADD.
How will I know if there's a path worth taking? Should I question every move I make? But no, all I've lost, my heart is breaking. I don't wanna make the same mistake. Did you ever doubt your dream would ever come true? Did you ever blame the world but never blamed you?
I did.
You ever try to live and die again?
I have.
I don't wanna win this game if I can play it my way. That's who I am. I've gotta feel like goddamn is my plan. So that is your high school musical.